All right, our speaker today is somebody who always inspires me, and I'm guessing probably most of you too. She has just recently finished her Licensed Unity Teacher testing, and so I think that she's relieved about that, and I'm guessing she'll probably tell you about that. And it is Rita Conrad. So Rita, come on up.
Relief is an understatement. Good morning. I want to take all in all your lovely faces. On Thursday afternoon, after I'd been online, after the fourth day of being online for 7 hours, I went out to run an errand, and when I came back, I said to Larry, I go, "There's people out there with costumes on. Is it Halloween?" And he said, "Yes, Rita. It's October 31st. I thought, thank you, I've lived through October. Because I am finally done with the testing, and seeing those letters after my name now just was like, all right, don't start." But as I came out of this cave I've been in, I couldn't help but ask myself, has this all been about a destination, a certification, a license, or has it been about the journey? Yeah, well, of those two options, the answer may seem clear, but singer-songwriter Janice Stanfield had another take on that question, another answer that she said. During her 2006 Carnegie Hall concert, she said, "So you heard, it's all about the journey. It's not about the destination, it's all about the journey." And she said, "Well, I'm here to tell you, it's not about the destination or the journey. It's about who you become along the way. How each of us are transformed along our ways." On Saturday morning, Reverend Joyce sent me this little note that contained these words by Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith. "God doesn't call the qualified, God qualifies the called." Thank you for not telling me that before this whole thing started. Oh, that was the part I pulled up. And certainly as I was going through these past few years of LUT studies, I felt that transformation and that qualifying going on. The very first Sunday talk I ever gave at 5 Cities was in September of 2020. And it was entitled, "Being Worthy." And that talk was the beginning of my claiming my worthiness. It wasn't something I had to earn. It is simply a part of what I am and essential to doing what is mine to do, as it is for every single one of us here. And as I completed more and more of my spiritual education and enrichment courses required for the LUT, I realized that it wasn't all about knowing more about unity. It was about knowing me. And in particular, being aware that whatever I thought was coming from someone else was actually coming from within me. Conflict wasn't about fixing someone else and wishing they'd think differently. It was about realizing me, what I am, that human divine we talk about but may not easily see for ourselves and for one another in everyday life. As I moved through my studies, I recognized that I was less shaken by disappointment, conflict, and trauma. Instead of sinking instantly into fear, my spiritual toolkit kicked in, and every disturbance to my inner stillness was calmed, no matter what the magnitude of the earthquake. It was realizing I did indeed have a calling, and I didn't have to be concerned about worthiness. I was being qualified by the divine. It's my belief that each of us have our individual callings and qualifying going on. In addition, I'd suggest to you that we are being called collectively, particularly in this moment. Over the past week, I've received phone calls, emails, been in meetings, talked with neighbors whose emotions are ranging from unsettled to terrified. Their hearts are not at peace, and many cannot seem to find that inner stillness. I believe in this moment, each one of us is being called to being peace promoters, to breathe and act and speak from a heart of peace. As natural to us as it is, as we are so often told, as is the love we are. In the book, The Anatomy of Peace by the Arbinger Institute, it states that a heart of peace sees others as people whose hopes, needs, cares, and fears are as real to me as my own. And that it is when I betray my heart of peace that I see others as objects, obstacles to be overcome, vehicles to be manipulated, irrelevant to life. We have the magnificent gift of divinely guided choice, also known as the power of will, to choose to express from a heart of peace over and over again in any and all of these situations that we're encountered with. It's that third principle, we create our life experiences through our way of thinking, that Ellen Davenport in 5 Principles says, yeah, but we first must acknowledge that we have that power to make a choice. And it's not just any choice. It's not just choosing what I'm going to have for breakfast, but it's divinely guided choice. And that requires that alignment with that 4th principle of praying and meditating and being, because we believe that increases our awareness of God, and we're in alignment with that. Charles Fillmore said, will is not the work of an instant. This choice that we make is not the work of an instant. It's not a snap choice. It results from patient and persistent spiritual study, prayer, and meditation. Even Jesus, with his exalted understanding, found it necessary to pray all night. Perhaps that is what we need right now. So in that spirit, while I know we've already meditated, I'd like us to take a few more minutes to experience peace, to find our way to our heart of peace, in case we've forgotten what that feels like. So in this guided meditation was inspired by the beautiful lines of W.B. Yeats, who wrote, "And peace comes dropping down." So become comfortable in your chair and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and then exhale slowly. Allow your body to relax, releasing any tension with each breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Allow the breath to find its own rhythm. If thoughts come, simply witness them and let them pass like clouds in a clear blue sky. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a magical island, surrounded by the soothing sounds of nature. The waves gently lap against the shore, and a warm, soft breeze carries the scent of wildflowers. As you walk along a narrow path, you notice the vibrant colors of the flowers and the lush greenery around you. The path leads you into a secluded glade where the air is filled with the soft, gentle hum of bees. This glade is a place of tranquility, a hidden sanctuary where peace slowly drops like the morning dew. Find a comfortable spot to sit or lie down in the glade and feel the soft grass beneath you. Focus on the sound of the bees, their hum creating a soothing symphony that relaxes your mind. Imagine that each bee is collecting nectar from your fears and worries, transforming them into sweet golden honey. With each inhale, feel the weight of those fears and worries lift from your shoulders. And with each exhale, release them into the air where the bees gently carry them away. As the bees work, feel the peace dropping slowly into your heart, like gentle rain on a quiet morning. Trust the silence around you and allow yourself to be fully present in this moment. Embrace the stillness and let it fill every part of your being. In this serene glade, surrounded by the sounds of nature and the hum of the bees, open your heart to new possibilities. Feel the space that has been created by releasing fears and worries, and welcome the fresh new energy that enters. Take a few moments to sit with this feeling, to let the peace wash over you and settle deep within. Know that you can return to this glade whenever you need, and that peace is always available to you, dropping slowly and steadily into your life. When you are ready, slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment, wiggling your fingers and toes and gently stretching your body. Take one last deep breath in and exhale slowly. Open your eyes, carrying the sense of peace and possibility with you into the rest of this day. And remember Yeats' words, and peace comes dropping slow. And know that this peace is always within you, ready to guide you forward from a heart of peace. And I'd like to acknowledge Tony Cookson, who wrote that meditation. In closing, I want to share with you a little graduation present that I bought for myself. And this is where the slide should come up for those online. It's a print by the artist Joseph Watson. At first, you might just see the word unity. But this work has deeper meaning beyond that word. In the notes regarding this piece, it says, take a close look and you will see that the letters of the word unity are formed from peacefully intertwined individuals. And notice how the letter I has the highest stack of people. Their role is to balance themselves and then connect everyone else. And for myself, I also see that those people who form the letter I create the bridge between those on either side of that chasm, in those groups of letters on either side. We can't be unity without the I. Those in the letter I are balancing and transforming themselves, and those with whom they connect. This is the power of the letter I, the same I that's in I am. As Myrtle Fillmore, one of the co-founders of Unity Movement, wrote, because you are spiritual beings with the freedom of choice and with the command of the power, faculties and qualities of being with a capital B, you can determine just what will come into your life, into this life, into our lives. So from this moment onward, for the days, weeks, and months ahead, may your destination be in peace. May your journey be in peace. May your transformation be of peace. Because as it is for one, so it is for all.